Scene 1. A mysterious motel. On a lonely stretch of Interstate 55 stood an old, fading motel, the Riverbend Inn. Once a popular stop, it was now only visited by long-haul truckers and the occasional lost traveler. On a bright June afternoon, Rachel Myers, a 27-year-old freelance journalist, was driving her Ford Mustang down the highway. While researching for an article, she'd come across rumors of a forgotten room, Room 313, at the Riverbend Inn. Locals claimed no one could spend a full night inside. Strange things happened there. Rachel specialized in paranormal stories and wasn't easily scared. She knew that if she documented this herself, it could go viral. Scene 2. Arrival at Riverbend Inn. Dusk had already set when Rachel pulled into the motel parking lot. At the front desk was an elderly man named Frank, his weary eyes hinting at secrets too long kept. Rachel walked up and asked directly, "I'd like to book room 313. Frank's face went pale. "We don't rent that room anymore, miss," he replied quietly. Rachel flashed her press badge. She explained she was a reporter and just wanted one night for an article. After a little extra cash and some persuasion, Frank finally gave in. "If you hear knocking, don't open the door." Scene 3. The Forbidden Room. Room 313's door was made of old iron. The paint was chipped, the handle rusted. As Rachel opened the door, an icy draft hit her face. Inside was a vintage bed, a worn-out dresser, and a large antique mirror hanging on the wall. Rachel set up her camera, turned on her voice recorder, and prepared her notebook. She also started a live stream titled, "Exploring America's Most Haunted Motel Room." Until 9 p.m., everything seemed fine. Rachel recorded footage, made notes, and talked to her growing online audience. Scene 4. First encounter. At exactly 12:15 a.m., something strange happened. While walking past the mirror, Rachel noticed her reflection wasn't moving naturally. Behind her, a dark silhouette stood perfectly still. She spun around. No one was there. Suddenly, static erupted from her voice recorder, followed by a faint woman's voice. "Leave. This is not your story." Rachel's heart pounded, but curiosity kept her rooted. Scene 5. The knocking. At 3:13 a.m., loud knocking rattled the door. Rachel grabbed her camera and approached the door. "Who's there?" No answer. Then the knocking came again, louder, more urgent. The voice recorder captured a blood-chilling scream. "Don't open it." Rachel froze. Her breath quickened. She did not open the door. Scene 6. The Forgotten History. By dawn, Rachel had found some old motel records behind the front desk. She learned that room 313 used to be a normal guest room. But in 1967, a woman named Margaret Lee had stayed there. She was brutally murdered one night, and her body was never found. Ever since, guests reported hearing knocking and a woman's voice late at night. Eventually, the motel sealed the room off, until now. Scene 7. The Final Encounter. Rachel debated leaving, but then the mirror in the room fogged over with a strange frost. Words appeared. "You can't leave." Her camera caught everything. Suddenly, the lights began to flicker. The door slammed shut on its own. Inside the mirror, the ghostly figure of Margaret appeared, dressed in a tattered white gown, eyes pure black. "Help me. Free me." Rachel stammered. "How?" The mirror shattered. A small, old diary dropped onto the floor. Inside, it read, "Bury my ring under the old oak tree." Scene 8. The Liberation. Clutching the diary, Rachel hurried to the back of the motel, where a massive old oak tree stood. Digging beneath its roots, she uncovered a small silver ring. With trembling hands, she respectfully reburied the ring, whispering, "Rest in peace." In that moment, Margaret's image in the mirror smiled softly, and then vanished. The knocking stopped. The room grew still. Scene 9. Aftermath. The next morning, Rachel told Frank everything. He simply said, "You did what no one else could." Maybe now she can finally rest. Rachel uploaded her footage with the title, "America's Most Haunted Motel Room 313, The True Story." The video went viral. Viewers flooded the comments saying they too had seen Margaret's shadow in the footage. Conclusion. Legacy of the Forgotten Room. Today, the Riverbend Inn still operates, but room 313 remains permanently sealed. Rachel's video now has millions of views. But she knows, Some stories aren't meant to be lived, only told. Story written by ChatGPT, specially for ShadowSpeak channel. Right finger if you enjoyed this story. Please subscribe to ShadowSpeak, share the video, and don't forget to click the bell icon for more chilling tales. Thank you for watching.